Good evening, family. Welcome. Happy Wednesday to you. Good evening, Talia. Hey, Pastor. Hey, miss you too, bro. Yes, we did. We enjoyed our vacation. I think it's some congratulations in order for you today as well. Happy anniversary. Happy anniversary, sir. Good evening. You forgot it was Wednesday. how, how can you forget it's Wednesday, Tam? You must be enjoying your break. Good evening, Courtney. How are you? I pray all is well with you. All right, family. It is good. It is indeed good to be back home. We miss you guys as well, but I will be having more and more vacations coming up. I'm just going to be honest with you, and it'll be business involved as well. But I like being on the move. I like being on the move, and I like to see different things and explore life because if not, you'll find yourself in a position to where you regret your life. So I don't want to be like that. All right. Your days are running. I guess you must be staying up late and waking up late, huh? Hey, that is a part of break. That is a part of break. Yes, growing, absolutely. I love growing, Pastor, and so um, there are going to be times when I'm not here, and but we'll make sure um, that we leave you informed. Okay, I'll do a better job of informing you. But Pastor, I have to get away. I have to be on the move. I have to be out and about, just discovering life. And I hope you're doing it as well. I hope you are doing it as well. We're going to talk about that a little bit tonight for a few minutes. I hope that you're not finding yourself to where you are being bogged down and being, not seeing new things or doing new things, and you're struggling with um, you're struggling with moving forward. So I want to talk about that a little bit tonight, uh, just to kind of break myself back in a little bit. I want to talk about that a little bit tonight. So what am I going to talk about tonight? What do we want to talk about tonight? We want to talk about switch it up, switching it up, switching it up, switching it up. Sometimes you have to switch it up. Do I have anybody in the house tonight that need a switch? You just need a change. Yes, Pastor, he is. Thank you so much. Keep praying for me, and I will be doing the same for you as well. We got to switch it up. You got to switch it up because if you don't switch it up, um, it is that the statement is a true statement. It's a true statement that if you do the same things, you're going to get the same results. You are. If you do the same things, you're going to get the same results. And so it's no use in thinking that if I keep doing the same thing, that by some miracle, something's going to happen and things are going to break in my life. No, let me help you tonight. That's just not true. And as you can see from the results you've been getting, it's just not true. And so you have to take control over and authority over your life, that the life that God give you stewardship over. You have to take more control over it and not allow other people to control your destiny. All right, so you got to switch it up. What you talking about, Pastor? Switch it up. You know what? You're going to literally have to give yourself permission to switch it up, to make some changes in your life. You got to give yourself the permission to do that. Not look from somebody else to do it, but you have to give yourself the permission to switch it up. What are you talking about? Some of us still have the same hairdo from 7 years ago, or the same haircut from 6 years ago, just the same. And I'm gonna tell you why we do that. You haven't even switched, your wig out. It's the same wig from from 10 years. I mean, if you're gonna wear it, at least switch it up, switch it up sometime. You go to the same restaurant, you hang around the same people, you have the same routine. Uh, why? Why is that? Why is that? Why do we stay stuck in certain formats when we know that they don't work for us? Why do we do it? Why do we continue to do it when we know that they're not working for us? Mm, 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 mm. Why do we do it? Yeah, that was funny to me too. That was funny to me for two past, but it's the truth. It might sound funny, but it's the truth. We'll do it because you know why? That's what people are accustomed to getting from us. That's what people are accustomed to getting from us. That's what we are accustomed to getting from ourselves. That's what we expect from ourselves. And so because of the response that we get by staying who we are, we like the response. Uh-oh, now y'all got to hear this. Y'all got to hear this. Y'all got to hear this. I'm fresh. I'm fresh with it tonight. We like the response from that hairdo. Oh, girl, that's nice. Hey, man, that's tight. I like your fade. We like the response, and so we get settled down, and we make things concrete based on responses that we get for something we've done. And if we're not careful, we will remain the same based on the same response that we get from people, and it'll hinder you, and it'll make you thank you, and it'll make you comfortable because you're not having to do much to get that response. So that's why we remain doing the same things, because we like that little pat on the back. But in order for us to go further and to better ourselves into other levels and other divisions and other diversities of actions, we're going to have to switch it up. And you can't be afraid to switch it up because you don't think you're going to get you're not going to get any accolades for it. Don't worry about that. That'll come later, because just how you was able to establish it before, you can establish it again, but it's just going to be on a greater and a higher level. So don't be afraid to get a different dress or get a different suit or don't be afraid. We are so driven by what people have to say about us. We are so, let me put that up there. You are afraid to break out and break away because of what people might say about you. Yes, we are. If we'll just be honest, if we'll just be honest and just, you know, if we'll just be honest and say, you Pastor, you know what, you're right. I'm afraid because people are used to me, coming off a certain way. They're used to me responding a certain way. And if I change that, they might not like me anymore. That's fine. But let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question. Are you satisfied with the way you are? I mean, because if you are, then I'm not even talking to you. I'm talking to the ones tonight that's not satisfied with who they have allowed themselves not to be, but who you have allowed yourself to remain to be, knowing that you have greater potential in you. Knowing that you have greater potential in you. You know, you know what I'm saying? You know that you should be um striving higher. You know that you should be putting in giving more effort. You know that it's more on the other side for you, but you have settled in because it is comfortable. Thank you, Pastor, from and familiar where you are, and it doesn't take much effort. It's not much resistance there. And the only way to grow is by resistance. You're going to have resistance when you're growing. And then, you got to eliminate somebody else's thought process about you. Really what somebody else think about you, that's not even your business. That's on them. And so we got to stop allowing that to stop us from moving forward and doing the things that we want to do. You got it. So switch it up. Switch it up. What you scared of? What you scared of? Come on, tell me. Y'all hit me up in the comment section. Tell me some of the things that you might be afraid of, and I won't put you on blast. I'm just gonna, if I don't feel like you want me to read it, I won't even read it. Just hit me in the comment sections and say, I'm afraid of this. I'm afraid of that. I'm afraid I'm going to lose people. I'm afraid I'm going to lose friends. I'm afraid just, it's okay. It's natural. It's a natural, we are naturally inclined to have fear when it comes to things that we are not really in control of, or when it comes to things that we have not witnessed before. Because you are in control of the switch. Let me fix that. Pains and strains equal growth. I like that. So what's hindering you? What's hindering you? And if I can be of some assistance, because I'm gonna tell you something. You might think that you're living the life now, and you might think that you are really accomplishing stuff right now. But I'm telling you, when you allow yourself to stretch out and do more, and do the things that you really really want to do, you'll find that you'll gain life and strength from that. There'll be a newness that comes over you, and you'll have a brand new energy about yourself, because you're doing something to a greater capacity. You're doing something to a greater level. And so when you do greater, God has to he has to upgrade your resources. When you're doing greater and you're doing bigger and you're doing, and when you're stretching yourself, God has to upgrade your resources. And the reason why your resources probably have not been upgraded to this point is because you stop moving, you stop stretching, you stop growing. And so God is still with you, just like he was in the beginning. He said, I'll never leave you and I'll never forsake you. So he's still with you. He's still right there. He still hears your voice. He still hear your prayers. But it's one thing to know something. It's a total different ball game when you do what you know without any reservations, when you do what you know. So knowing is not enough. Information is not enough. It's not enough. You can have all the information and all the books and procedures that you want to, but if you don't do anything about that, if you don't put any action towards that, then the information is just information. I hear people saying, if I just had more information, if I just had more knowledge, if I just had no, you're not going to get more, because you haven't done anything with what you already have, right? God don't keep giving us more. I know it's popular to say, and people pray it all the time, but I'm telling you, check the stats and the statistics. Check it. Go back and follow your life and find out the places when God gave you more. He only give you more when you prove yourself with what you already have. If you haven't proven yourself with what you already have, then the more door doesn't open for you. And sometimes we're thinking that doors are closed because of hatred and envy and spite. No, sometimes doors get closed because we just don't walk through them. For whatever reason, we just don't walk through them. We're afraid. So switch it up. Switch it up. Switch it up. Switch it up. Life is moving by fast. Hey Keith, how you doing, sir? Life moves fast. Time moves fast. Kids grow up. They don't stay babies long, and so everything is evolving and evolving and moving and moving. And so you have to do the same. You have to do the same. You got it. So I want to encourage you to switch it up. Sometimes sometimes when we switch up things, we don't like it at first because it doesn't look like what we had. Uh-oh. It don't look like what we had. And that could be, man, I'm talking relationship stuff now. You got out of a relationship because you weren't satisfied with the relationship, and then you get in a new relationship and you don't allow it to develop and grow because it doesn't look like what you had. But you remember you got out of that for a reason. Talk past. I'm talking. You remember you got out of that for a reason because it wasn't working, but then you go into something new and you have the nerve and the audacity to measure it up with where you came from, with the dissatisfied state that you were in. We have the nerve to measure the new with that, and we wasn't even happy with that. That's Isn't that crazy? That's crazy in the past. That's crazy. So you can't measure the new with the old because the old is what you're moving away from. All right, man. I got some good stuff coming up. I promise y'all. I have uh some good stuff coming up. Oh, I just can't share it right now. But anyway, um, are y'all with me? Y'all still with me? So tonight I want to just ask you a question. I want to just kind of move you into a place of action. Who's going to switch it up? Who's going to switch it up? Who's willing to switch it up? Who is willing tonight? Good evening, and it's the Wilma. Good evening. Who is willing to make some changes and switch it up tonight? I mean, you might even just go and just get you some new wardrobe. You might just go and buy you some new shoes. You might just go and try a different restaurant. You might, do something new, do something different because I'm telling you, um, there's so much that comes with with the newness, and there's so much that's added to you when you're not afraid to go into different territory. You don't be afraid to go into. Oh, I'm talking that just hit somebody. I don't know who it is. Don't be afraid to explore new territory because what's going to happen is God has set it out there for you to explore, and then you're hesitant or you're slowful about it, or you're just taking too much time, and then something will happen until to the point you're thrusted into it or you're thrown into it, and then you're not as ready as you would have been had you just accepted, hey man, this is something new that I'm going to have to just trust God about. If you would have just accepted it in the beginning, you wouldn't feel like you're rushed or you're thrown into something. Guys, because I know many of you might be like me and don't like to be surprised all the time or just hit with something, blindsided with something. You like to be prepared and you like to be ready for what's going on. What's up, coach? Okay. Yeah, because they just go to the same places all the time. Have no idea what's in the city that they already at. You're right about that. But you have to be willing to do something different. You hear people complaining about the crazy stuff. Okay, we got a new spot over here. You need to go try it out. Oh, that's gonna cost too much gas. See that? All them excuses. It's a new place downtown. Oh, that's too much money. All right, well, I kind of see why you have what you have because you're not willing to break that mold of familiarity. So you're just going to have to live through everybody else's experiences because you're not willing to get some on your own. You got to get your own experience. It's good what my mama told me. You know, my mama told me a lot of different things, and she's experienced a lot of different things in her life. But what makes me more you know, it makes me more inquisitive, and then it makes me want to do some of the things she experienced. Because though she's telling me through her experiences, I want to get mine for myself. I want to get mine for myself. But by her telling me her experiences, it's opening up my thought process, and it's opening up my creative juices based on what I'm hearing her saying. Now I got something. Now I got something to go out there and explore for myself. So switch it up, switch it up, switch it up, switch it up. Because you can't keep on complaining about it. You can't, if you're not willing to switch it up, then you can't complain about it, right? You can't, if you're not willing to switch it up and do something different, then you don't have the right to complain, to continue to complain about it. Can I have an amen on that one? Yeah. Can I get an amen? Yeah. Yeah. That's absolutely right. Amen. You know, somebody else's story don't really mean anything to you until what they was talking about, you experience it. Hey, Annie, how you doing? Yeah, you can hear somebody talking for days and hours and years, and it means zero to you until you experience it for yourself. So many times I would, like, you know, have judged stuff and judge people, yeah, and judge situations based on an ignorance that I had towards the situation or towards that person or towards whatever they were dealing with, because I had never gone through that. So therefore, it had no impact on my life. But wait until your time comes or your day comes, and that thing that they were going through or they were dealing with, that they was trying to tell you about, impacts your life. Now you're a different person, because now you are able to empathize with the person that was trying to tell you the story. So yeah, it hits different when it hits home. Is that right? Is that right? It hits different when it hits home. So we have to be in a position to be empathetic towards people that are dealing with things. I don't want to get off subject here, but yeah, yeah, it's different when it's at your house. Yeah, amen. So switch it up. You got the power, you got the ability to switch it up. You don't have to wait on anybody. You don't have to get permission. You give yourself permission tonight to switch it up. Yeah, change is inevitable, and it's a beautiful thing. Because the reason why I'm saying this, the reason why I'm saying what I'm saying, I wouldn't be saying this if your spirit wasn't already echoing this. All right, I'm gonna say it again. I wouldn't be saying what I'm saying tonight if your spirit wasn't already hollering and screaming from within, telling you the same thing. Oh, y'all talking now. Come on, coach. What you talking? Let me see what you say. I used to think that I lost everything when I switched it up, but I soon realized that I gained more than I ever could lose by switching it up. That is beautiful. In a nutshell, that is beautiful. You think you're gonna lose. You think you're gonna, but you're not. But you're not. You're gonna gain more than you're gonna lose. What you're gonna lose, I'm gonna tell you what you're gonna lose. You're gonna lose everything that make you feel good. You're gonna lose everything that make you feel comfortable. You're gonna lose everything. But what I'm telling you is, it's necessary to lose all of that, because it puts you in a place to where now you got to lean and depend on God. Now you have no comfort. Now you have no familiarity, and that's where we become the most creative. If you want to create, you gotta leave your place of familiarity, because it's gonna it has a tendency to block your creativeness. Hey, Queenie, how you doing? Good to see you on here. Yeah, it has a familiarity has a way of blocking creativity. And then when your creativity is blocked, it's hard for you to have expectations, right? And if you lose your expectation, then it's hard for you to receive the miracle. Uh-oh. So you see how it works? You have the expectation is the breathing ground for your miracle. Right? If anything comes to your life, in your life, or over your life that could hinder your ability to expect, then you're in trouble. Because I don't have to have it all. I don't even have to see it all. But if I could have the spirit of expectation, then I'm well on my way. All right, John, right to hear my word. There you go. if I could, because if I could wake up every morning with expectation in my heart and in my spirit, then I have something to guide me towards my vision. Then I have something to steer me to in the direction in which I'm expecting. So that's why the enemy comes to try to steal and kill your expectation, because as long as you're not expecting nothing, you're not moving. But the minute you have the audacity to expect anything and to believe that God is going to do something for you, now he has to do it. Oh man. Oh man. That's what Drake said. Oh man. Oh man. Now he has to do it, because you have put him in a position to where he has to work on your behalf, because you have expectation of what he's going to do for you. And nothing makes a parent more happier to do something for you than when you put expectation on them, because they're the only one that can do it for you. Woo, woo, woo. So it puts you in a position as a parent to meet their expectation. Now you got to do whatever it is that you have to do in order to make sure that whatever they're expecting from you comes to pass. That is a right and a privilege that you have as a parent to make it happen and come to pass, because they believe in you and they trust in you. Same thing with God. When you put expectation on God, now it puts him in a position to have to work and move on your behalf. So switch it up. Switch it up. Switch it up. I'm telling you, it's not going to hurt you. Yeah, I like that. I like that, Annie. Sometimes you have to change in order for God to do what he needs you to do. It's not God. God doesn't need anything from us. We need everything from him. Yeah. Oh, this is good right here, Pastor. Listen, I'm expecting like a pregnant woman on God to do it. You know what, man? Listen here. My wife done been pregnant. We had some kids, so I know what pregnant women do. When pregnant women, the spirit of expectation come over them, you know what they do? When they start feeling the kicks and they start feeling the contractions, you know what they do? They get out and start walking. Oh, y'all, I was trying to just do a few minutes tonight because I'm gonna watch the game. You know what a pregnant woman do when they start feeling the kicks and they start feeling the contractions and all that, and they can still stand up and they start walking, and the people in the hospital say, come on, ma'am, we need you to walk down the aisle with us. We need you to we need you to have some movement going on, because that's going to make what's inside of you come out easier. Ooh. Ooh. See, it's inside of you, and it's kicking and screaming and hollering, trying to get out. But you got to get up and walk. I know you in pain. I know you hurt. I know it's a struggle sometimes. I know it's hard. I know you got to overcome yourself at times. I know you got a lot of adversity you got to come on. You got to overcome, but you got to get up and make a move some kind of way. If you can just put your foot and stretch it out towards the floor and get up, God gonna meet you there. Do y'all hear what I'm saying tonight? Do y'all hear what the Spirit of God is speaking to you tonight? If you can just make a move, I'm telling you it's gonna happen for you. I'm telling you it's gonna happen for you. It's not something I'm making up. I know this to be true. I know it to be true. God like to use people that's moving. I did not say that you had to understand everything, because you don't. You don't have to understand it all, and that may be where the problem is, because we're trying to understand it all. You don't have to understand it all. You don't. You don't have to understand everything in order for you to move, right? Sometimes you just need to move. Sometimes you just need to move. Faith without works is dead. Absolutely. Faith without works is dead. You got to they work both hand in hand. They work both hand in hand. And sometimes you don't know. And you know what? I'm gonna tell you something else. In some cases, if not most, it's good when you don't have all the details. Because it ain't gonna do nothing but make us mess it up. In some cases, it is good when you are not afforded all the details. I just come on, somebody give me one amen, and then I'm gonna because too many details could hinder your progress. It could hinder your faith, because you don't have to believe anymore, because it's all right there. It's all standing right there in front of you. Pastor said that's faith walking. Chris said, Coach said, in most cases. I was gonna say that, but I didn't want to, I said amen. Hey, Katina, how you doing? Hey, Shirley said amen. All right now. In most cases, it's better when you don't have all the details, because the grind continues. It continues, and you're study grinding, you study reaching for something, you study moving, you study elevating, you study when all so what God does is he drops off a little bit at a time, little by little. He give you a little bit at a time, and there's no need to be frustrated about it, because as long as you're moving and getting something, then you're accomplishing something. But pay attention to the little bit that he's dropping off. Hello, how you doing? Yeah, pay attention to the little, because we missed the little. Oh, we missed. Good evening, Minister Haynes. How are you? We miss the little bites and nuggets that God be dropping off to us, because we looking for the big shebang. We looking for stuff to fall out the sky and just exploding. But God be dropping off little bitty stuff and hints and clues the whole time. And if you pay attention, you'll catch them, and it'll give you direction to your next destination. I hear you, Pastor. Low hanging fruit. Low hanging fruit. Yeah. So pay attention to pay attention. Pay attention. It's right there in front of your face. Some of y'all looking for confirmation. It's right there in front of your face. Just take your time, slow down, meditate, and let God speak to you. Sometimes we be too much in a hurry. We be too in a rush to we got to go get it done. But have you got any instructions from the one that's going to see you through it? Little by little, little by little, little by little. He said, if you be faithful in the what? Little, I'll make you ruler over the much. Let me say that again. If you be faithful with the little, I'll make you ruler over the much. In other words, if you can show me that you're a good steward, but with these little nuggets that I'm dropping off, then I have no problem blessing you with more because I know what you did with the little. See, let me show you what sometimes what we do. God send us what people call little blessing. I don't even whatever, but God will send us a little bit, and I'm gonna show you what some people do. They'll complain about having just a little bit when yesterday you didn't have anything. Today, God give you a little and you complaining. And so he's just checking, your attitude. He's checking your response. He's checking your availability. He's checking what are you gonna make out of what I'm giving you. All of that's check. God is testing you and all of that to see your attitude. It's checking your attitude. I like this. I like this, coach. We overlook the low hanging fruit to look up in the tree for the things that fruits that's ready to harvest. Yeah, but if the fruit is hanging low, that's because it's already ready. It's already fat and full and juicy, and it need to be picked. But we be looking way up there. Oh, let me see what I go. Why you gonna do all that extra unnecessary work that you don't have to do because you think it's better up there? you think it's better up there. That's not even ready yet. It's up there because it's closer to the sun. It still needs some work. It still needs some ripening to do, and we be looking, and the stuff be right there in front of us. Right there in front of us. Y'all got it. So be grateful. Be grateful in the little. God gonna bless you in the much. Your promotion coming. All of that's coming. Don't worry about it. Just keep being faithful where you are, and don't be afraid to switch it up. Switch it up a little bit. Change your routine a little bit. It's okay. All right. Listen, I'm getting out of here. I said that a few minutes ago, but I have thoroughly enjoyed each and every one of you tonight, for coming, for being a blessing, and just praying for us all the time. We thank you and we appreciate your prayers. And we appreciate your participation on every broadcast that we do. I'm telling you, listen, switch it up. I got some good stuff coming that I'm gonna share with you. I promise you. I promise you. But I have learned how to be careful, and there's certain precautions and safety measures that I have to take, especially being on this social media. People be out there stealing stuff, so you gotta be careful and make sure you protect yourself. All right, don't just be putting stuff out there because it's good, because you want somebody to amen you. Everything and everybody don't mean you good, so make sure you protect yourself at all times. All right. All right. Listen. I think the game is on tonight. I think the game is on tonight. Am I right? I wanna leave you. Uh, I want to leave you before I leave with a chance to, if you want to be a blessing to help to continue this broadcast and continue this work. Listen, you can go to our Cash App at G Family 2017, or you can go to Venmo at Resilient Life, or visit us at PayPal after God's own heart 74 at gmail.com. All right. Listen, we love you. We appreciate you. Make sure you own it. Make sure you own it. Great things come in small packages. I'm trying to get y'all's comments. Make sure you own it. That's right. Thank you for the prayer. Thank you for the prayer. People will steal your stuff, and they'll be acting like they came up with it, and you spent your whole life putting in that work. Yeah. I like people, but I don't. I'm gonna say I'm not even gonna say that. Not for you to be stealing my stuff. Amen. All right. God is good. God is good. Go spend time with your family. Spend time with yourself. Spend time with God. Meditate, and just see how it comes out. You're gonna win. I promise you, you're gonna win. So don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to stretch out and switch it up. All right. God bless you. We love you. I'll see you on Sunday morning at 9 o'clock Central Standard Time. 9 o'clock Central Standard Time. All right. God bless you. We love you.